That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security. The boss? You mean the master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the master in no time. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful... Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from?
Mauve Moon, sir. We have a problem. I suspect...
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish archer author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors. Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your
This big diamond, it's all yours! Time to twirl!
Too close.
Merciful Medicus.
The fearless knows how fear. I won't do it. Trap!
Here!
Secret of the safe.
Try that again!
Never hesitate. Too close.
Time to twirl!
I won't do it. Forever. Triumphant! Ta-ta! Victory is inevitable!
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus. Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick.
Victory is inevitable!
My friends? Indulge yourselves!
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Qingzu lost contact with. He joined the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of Divine Foresight and tell Qingzu. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
Do you know how to fix a star safe?
What is your purpose for entering the seat of Divine Foresight?
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. Ugh. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates, using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures, down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the Seed of Divine Foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? The current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope. The prescription you acquire, there are a few, given that the disciple, if you turn up any...
Why, hello there. So, this... If this request had come... I can't... Lady Dan Shu... Still, all the more... Lady Dan Shu, like...
I've been looking forward to meeting you. You have a very... I heard from other alchemists. Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of... ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.
When the Master Diviner gets back, are you ready?
If you're tired, just find a place to sit down for a while.
Ah, you're back. From the sound of your stride, I sense you're in good spirit. Many who undertake the far-reaching journey to the Xianzhou are weighed down by a heavy heart and exhaustion. But your steps are bold and steady, a stride worthy of a nameless. Let's get down to business. I analyzed the prescription you procured, the draft of Draconic Surge. Now that I have a preliminary conclusion, it needs to be delivered to the seat of Divine Foresight. The conclusion. Put simply, I don't believe that the draft of Draconic Surge holds the cure to the Mara. Even in the foreseeable future, there will likely not be any such cure. I've compiled the details into a written analysis. If you're interested, feel free to take a look. This is a copy of pharmacological studies on the draft of Draconic Surge. If the Chief Counselor wants to see it urgently, I'll have to ask you to deliver it for me.
Would you like me to relay your message?
You're back. Anything you wanted to share? Wow. Even for those alchemists, that was fast. Dan Shu. Wait, why would the Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist... I've heard that the chief alchemist is visually impaired. She rarely leaves the Alchemy Commission delve. She has a vast knowledge and expertise. No wonder she was able to analyze the pharmacology. Let me see her report. No cure? Where did these villains get their hands on such a complex prescription? This is infuriating. Still, this is a clue we can follow. Thank you. Please accept these gifts for your efforts. Those were rewards from the Seed of Divine Foresight. These are gifts from me, personally.
Quality, good price, hassle-free chartering. High-end barge, the best choice for galactic commerce.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. My stay in Exalt, I've already concocted some of the medicine in question, but there can't... Thank you. This is the medicine.
Is this the one Dan Shu sent me to find? Does she come here to treat other sightless people?
Aw, little Miss Lady can't see ahead, can't see right, can't see left. Heads to the... She's stuck! She can't get...
Hey, what's this got to do with you?
What a doofus! Who hasn't heard of the Lawfu Trio?
The Lawfu Trio is made up of two.
Go ahead. You think we're scared of you?
Let's leave it, boss. Detention's detention, but if your dad finds out, you'll get yelled at and start crying again.
Hey! Why'd you bring that up? You're right. We shouldn't stoop to this short lifer's level.
Did you hear that? The boss is letting you off the hook. So scram!
Yeah, the boss doesn't want to stoop to your level. Now buzz off before—
You idiot! Enough about...
Thank you for helping me, mister. I'm the... Oh, things are bad.
Why does she wander about alone? Well, I've delivered the medicine. I should report back to Dan Shu.
How was she? Did you deliver the medicine? She reminded if I was... Thank you for looking after the... I want to meet the little... I worry about her wandering around on her own. And I want to know what's been on her mind lately. Her parents passed away in the denizens of Abundance Wars. The relatives who took her in aren't close to her. And whenever I treat her, she often confides in me. A healer's medicine might remedy one's physical health, but sometimes the loneliness and hurt inside one's heart needs companionship and care to heal. She told me that whenever she's feeling troubled, she finds a quiet corner in the Artisanship Commission, and her parents, in all likelihood,
I don't believe
Extractor clean to your star skiff service? Look no further.
What's happening? Is the girl in trouble?
Never hesitate! Time to kill! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl! The fear that knows not fear!
It's all right. Everything's okay now, Xiaoyu.
Thank you, big brother. Thank you, Dan Shu.
You don't need to be scared anymore. He is here.
When I think about all the trouble I've caused,
Is that why you're crying? Because... So... If a little bit of guilt like this is enough to break your heart, I'm not trying to console. Walking alone in the dark, everyone is a long-life species. One hopes that would be the case. But that would require someone to be by her side.
Hey, you're right, Dan Shu. From now on,
Good. I hope you remember this. Forever. This place is too dangerous. Let's head back to Exalting Sanctum. Thank you again. For it would seem we incomplete ones are often bullied from a tender age. I endured numerous hardships to become Chief Alchemist. Yet, there are still things that leave me feeling helpless. That's the reason I said what for long-life species, these things are permanent. Whether we are beautiful or ugly, tall or short, wise or foolish, all of it is encoded in the impairments of short-life species can be corrected with ingenia or surgery. But that's an impossibility for Xianzhou. No matter the method employed, our bodies will eventually return to their original states. I too was once a non-believer. I fooled myself into acquiring artificial eye implants. Soon thereafter, my sightless eyes began to regenerate, and I was left in pain and despair. That brief window of sight that I regained has turned into a perpetual source of anguish, forever etched into my mind. For long-life species, this incompleteness is a permanent, unavoidable tenance. What a joke. Even the denizens of abundance, so-called abominations, needn't endure such torture. It's nothing. Forget I said. Thank you for sticking with me through all of this. Oh, I have a gift for you. Though I'll need a little time to prepare. See you soon, friend.
I came up from Starskip Haven.
If you want to read and pick out a book, just go in and browse around. Call me when you want to pay. Go right ahead. All we ask is that you find a quiet spot away from the browsing areas. Looks like the person you were waiting for. The novel about the Ten Lords Commission? I think they just made things up.
There you are, friend. You've been running so many errands lately. I'd like for you to take some useful items away with you. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I referenced some historical texts and concocted a medicine that can extend your lifespan and improve your health. I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet. And consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. As well then, that's that. I've still got some other business to attend to, so perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you.
Wait a minute, something's wrong. This doesn't seem right.
I came up from Starscape.
What is your purpose for entering this?
There goes my... What's happening? No way.
Immortality means forever.
Never hesitate! Hey! You! Time to twirl! Try that again!
Sacred of the saints!
You're annoying! Watch this awesome move! Time to twirl! The fear that knows about fear! I won't win! Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours! Never hesitate! Trap! I won't do!
Immortality!
What happened to you? Careful! Don't hurt. Hey! Wake up! Are you... Thank the stars! You're finally awake. You came into the seat of divine foresight and started brandishing your weapon. It looked like you'd lost control. There has to be something awry. From what you're saying, it seems like the gift she gave to you must be related to the disciples' pursuit. The healer who examined you. Could Dan Shu be playing a trick on you? Or is her medicine somehow not working as planned? My advice is to come back later for another examination. It's a Disciples of Sanctus Medicus prescription, after all. Who knows what healing effects it may have? I'll put out a wanted notice for Dan Shu immediately. If you find any trace of her, get in touch with me. Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this friend.
Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering.
I came up from Starscape.
Dan Shu isn't here. Where could she... I've got it. Time to come out, little D-Ting.
Now this smells good.
That's Dan Shu. With a group of disciples? I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. He's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by his hands.
Yes, I am aware.
What?
I said he's my friend. Leave us.
Yes, Master.
I didn't expect you to come looking for me. So they do. I am master of the disciples of Sanctus. Did you ingest the broomdew concentrate pellet I gave? Did you feel the shift? So many elixir seekers arrive on the Xianzhou in the hope of obtaining. Their aspirations are well founded. The Xianzhou does indeed harbor the secret to becoming immortal. Upon ingesting the broomdew concentrate pellet, you will feel the and yet, you don't sound any different. Your breaths are not prolonged. Why is that? Is your constitution somehow different? A Stellaron? Even if what you say is true. To host a Stellaron as a short-lived species? Friend, please. I urge you to leave. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand, merciful Medicus. I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Law Fu. To... Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is merciful Medicus. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good.
Master, we should leave.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last farewell, nameless.
I'd better report my findings to Qingzu.
How did it go? So you weren't able to apprehend her. I see. Once again, thank you for all. Jing Yuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. If you run into Dan Shu, take this as a token of my...
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is... was merely being courteous. According to my divination...
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in...
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists... Wait. What's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long... Sharp as always.
I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
We're in
Jing Yuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knights, please, come with me. After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. They also developed many, but in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles! There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became...
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara.
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you. Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can...
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by...
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron Hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step. I do not wish to be their puppet either. In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here...
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourself. We're still out of the question. Do you not... Nonsense! Though the healers built after centuries, do you understand? Short-life species... Phew. No, you... Only ahead. There is a gulf in... I will come at once when the crew...
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering. Wait, Miss Ting-Yun! Why are you still here? You're too close to the Crucible!
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The General commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Your life is more important, Miss Ting-Yun. Go back. We can explain to the General.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe. Not to mention, I'm younger and stronger than I look. Even you benefactors have probably lived longer than me.